G'day guys, Josh here. Well, I'm doing this on Friday because I know I have no voice by Sunday because I'll be casting some more CSGO obviously. And let's just do it a bit early, okay? I had a Friday off anyway because one of my close friends had a drink with one of my co-workers and her. It was pretty awesome. And basically that's why I'm, obviously not streaming on a Friday night. But that's what's happening at the moment as well. Overall, we've Lost Ark at the moment as well. Got some new steaming hot springs. Obviously, some people want in winter months in North America and Europe at the moment, where experiencing like 2 degrees, 3 degrees, you get a steaming hot spring. I think they're just trying to spite you at this point, okay? But overall, yeah, pretty much Lost Ark has been released. The artist, everyone's favorite class that they wanted, has finally come out, and I would be surprised if honing mats have gone up considerably and sharp patches have gone up considerably. So we're gonna take a quick look-see. But first off, we're going to start off as per usual. We're going to go into the buses, Mario Store, and then we're going to the honing mats. Like I say, with artists releasing, I'm going to expect a lot of, increases and potentially blue crystal prices. I don't see why they would increase, but I feel like on the other end, I feel like honing prices are going to increase because everyone has been waiting for this. Or whether or not they use their tickets to get to Punica or whatever at this point. A lot of people were saving up for this. But anyways, let's get started on the buses. And, hope you guys been having a great day as well. I just watched, let's just put it this way, I watched one of my friends, or not my friends, my acquaintances, just go through a completely rough time on their stream. Now, looking at here at the moment, seems to be no buses. I guess it's Friday night. Maybe some people are out partying, people these days partying. How dare they? But I'm going to take a look at the Argoses. So Argoses here, we've got a few buses, 1.5k. I gotta say, I remember back in the day, some learning parties. I've actually been noticing a lot of these learning parties been running as well. And that's, good to see. Now, also, as well as some buses, 1.5k. Look at 2 dresses, 4k as well. Booker's driver, I think, dude, like I say right now, I know this guy is a Chinese gold farmer, which is pretty obvious with the gun lancers. But holy moly, like, you don't need to put that in the title. But if you don't know, if it's not obvious enough, these guys are all bots, okay? They generally do this. They're now evolving, obviously, to Argoses and Abyss Dungeons and stuff like that. And also, gun lancers don't die. Next up, we got the Voltans. Voltans starting a bit cheap. Voltans are heading to Argos range. I mean, you got 1.4k, 1.7k, 1.8k. It is really, really, like, falling down to, Argos prices. Like, a lot of people selling Voltan. That could be the case as well. We see here some Vicus runs, 3.3k, 3k. Everyone with the Wave Frog, if you don't know about the Wave Frog, it's the stagger the top frog and you stagger the bottom frog. But 3k seems to be the meme at the moment for Vicus. I can say, Vicus. Oh, there's a buses here as well. I'm not sure if that's a scam or not, to be honest. But you can see here, basically, why would you do it at 1490 when you can just do Broshaza? Very interesting, okay, with some of these, okay. Next up is the Midnight Circus. I think there's a half AFK bus, but there's not really many of them running for Kakusaiden. Then we got the lovely fellas. Oh, a bus. 4K 1 to 4. 1.2k. Oh, sorry. 12,000. Okay, I'm afraid that's 1.2k. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, holy, that's cheaper than everything. But 12k for a bus, 9k for a bus, 6k for a bus for gate 6. Jeez, and if gate 5 and 6 being busable now as well, that's I'm not gonna say it's crazy, but I'd expect everything to be busable at this point. But I guess here we are. And that's it for bussing. Next up, we're going to get to, if I can click the X, we're going to get to the Mario Store. And I expect, blue crystal prices to go up, okay? Now, I know this is not like some magical kind of thing. I expect them to go up. Also, by the way, the new starter packs are out. So they're trying to get a lot of people to buy and stuff like that as well. They got a few anniversary things as well, including the limited report bundle, which I'm going to say if you still need your reports, you should definitely buy it. Next up, we're going to check the currency exchange for the blue crystal price, and I expect this to go up, okay? I've got to say, actually didn't go up as much as I expected. I mean, 3.8k is pretty low. It was 3.8k last week. And I was expecting to go up, given the fact that there's a lot of gold farmers are now in the, Argos space once again. And I have a feeling they were going to overfill the market. Look at the Royal Crystal prices, because someone wanted me to tell that so far as well. You can sell 238 Royal Crystals for 3.7k gold. Okay? I think it was 3,659 last time. But that's just for the person who wanted to know. Someone actually put in the comments, hey, how much is this for? That's pretty much it. Also, before we go in to the auction house, which we're going to go into now, someone actually wanted to know how much the fish was. So we're going to take a look at that as well. We're going to look at the fish. If I can find the fish. Where are you, fishies? So we're going to take a look at the fishing, because someone wanted me to check the fishing as well. And looking here at the moment as well, the array of carp is actually very, very expensive. I remember when it was like 10 or 15G, so I can understand why the gold farmers are going after this, because you can make some serious bank off, basically it's 32 for 10, which is pretty decent. Probably why the prices are going down as well. But let's get back to, let's just do honing first, okay? So honing mats, I expected honing mats to go up. However, all the tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 maps are 1, kind of expected given the fact that people can just jump past it. We got destruction stones and protection stones at 4G. Harmony, life, still at the same area. Basics have gone up by 1G. Simple still at the same price. Obviously, solar graces are falling. Superior array of fusion material have gone up by 1G. Probably not much movement at all in the market, actually. On a leap stones, basically at 32G, gotten up to 36, 52, and then 73 as well. And in fact, they've just gone backwards. I think they just feel like they've gone down. Solar protections have been under $150 G for the first time, and solar blessing under 75G for the first time. It seems like all these solar blessing blah blah not even used anymore. Now you can see here harmony shards and honor shards 180, 185, and life shards at 360. Life shards double the price. Jeez, I can say I would have never thought that. I'd be thinking honor shards would be quite a bit, given the fact everyone's trying to get their artist up. Now, once again, life shards are double in price in the blue market as well, and also up by 200G. Jeez, like definitely be getting tier 2 maps, and then what you do after that, I think you should still get a tier 1 map. I'm gonna say, so you get 2 tier 1 maps, which is more than the under shard pouches, but I actually did not expect this at all. Like, honestly, I was expecting honor shards to really just grab more onto the live shots. You can see here that buying tier 2 roof maps is still the way to go, even just doing it Yawn and Facing if you need gold. Just crazy, like, obviously the people who, were trying to give me a lot of crap for it, obviously, they're not gonna, come back and be like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, like, maybe you're right about this, but I'm just so amazed, that the honing map prices have just, not the honing maps, the shard prices are still favoring life shards heavily. Anyways, elemental HP potions have gone up. They were below 30G for the first time. I'm going to say right now, people bought up, okay? And it might have been because of me, but I'm not going to say that because I only got like 619 views on my last one, okay? I don't think it's really because of me at all. Maybe it could be more people getting back into the game and they need the elemental HP potions. This is the first time it's been above 30G in quite a while. And like I say, still a buy, in my opinion. Like 50G would be the start where you're like, hey, may as well make it your own stronghold. But you can see here that they are going up. I mean, you can see the splendid elemental HP potions for the first time has been above 100G for last 2 to 3 weeks. Just an FYI, okay? See if there's any other potions here as well. No, not really. Next up, we're going to get to the grenade. And the grenades, I'm going to say dark grenades almost at 30G, well in at 42G. I'm assuming a lot of people were, buying up for the start of the week. It's below 50G, which is very, very cheap. Let's just put it that way. Like, anything below 50G is very cheap. Looking at corrosive, sleep bombs, pheromone bombs, and no destruction bombs on AH. So a lack of destruction bombs, you could probably set the price at 50G here. The bomb price, I'm going to say, have gone up considerably as well. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong time of the market on Friday, but that's even gone up as well. Like 50G, you can probably time the market very, very well in a market where it's a lot downer, which is towards the end of the week, and then essentially, flip these sort of consumables. Let me just double check if they can be flipped. You can probably flip these kind of consumables where you buy for 30 and then flip it for 50, potentially as well. That could be a bit of a case as well. I just want to confirm that before I did anything. But last but not least, we're going to go to my least favorite area, which is the steak. I can take a deep breath, okay? I can take a deep breath. Tier 3 is still more expensive than Tier 2, okay? You guys know my hatred, absolute hatred. If you guys watch the full video, you know my absolute hatred of every fucking time that Tier 2 food is more expensive than Tier 3. It's not a good look. Anyways, we're going to get to the engravings, which doesn't have steak in it. Now, we're going to take a look at the green engravings first to see how that's going at the moment. And, well, a lot of the combat engravings are very, very cheap. At least some in combat engravings, I'm really, really surprised that they have, like, 4 or 5G to it. But then again, most of them at the moment, you would use, like, KBW, Expert, Hitmaster. you use them somewhat. It only just goes crazy in price the moment you get to the class engravings. I mean, you know, EH being at 168G. I mean, anything to do with Gunslinger, you got first intention. You got a lot of these things at like 200G, legitimate 200G, which is just insanity. And like you can grind these up as well, but it does take time to grind these up. Now for blue ones as well, blue ones, okay, blue engravings are in a little bit of a strife at the moment. They are not so easy to obtain compared to the green ones. That's why the green combat engravings are a lot cheaper. And you can see here that like a lot of these ones go into double digits very, very quickly. And apparently someone's sold a time to hunt for 7.7k. Is this like gold trading going into here as well? I'm not sure. I doubt it. But you can see like the blue engraving, prices are just absolutely ridiculous at the moment. I mean, EH for 200G, like a lot of them are like, for 3 digits, which is just, geez, if you're trying to reroll to another alt, it's just absolute insanity. And I gotta say, it's gonna get worse when Artist released as well. Also, just an FYI, Artist is not released yet. I was expecting people to buy up and prepare early, but it looks like not many people have. Maybe they've already got all the mats that they need. It's possible as well. Some people, have been complete with their gear for a long time, where they're just waiting for the next content patch and probably having like so much tier 4 mats in their, or tier 3 mats in their shit, and they're just like, oh, let's just chuck it to this guy. Now go through the Epic Books. Epic Books are starting to have a bit of rise in a price, as you can see here, because previously, at the start, you had a whole page of 1Gs, probably about 5 pages of 1Gs, but it's going up slightly. I feel like people are buying up slightly as well, given the fact they've got the extra gold and trying to get all their books done and dusted. Now, Legendary one, I gotta say, how I said probably buy last week. I reckon that's still going to be the case. A few of them are 1G. I gotta say that's pretty cheap. Master's Tenacity a bit cheaper as well. I'm not sure whether it's just another buy week. I guess it could be. Looking at it now, a lot of the Legendary engravings are quite cheap. I mean, Supercharge below 1k. Just checking it all out at the moment. I was thinking it's going to go back up to normal. Adrenaline 4k. That's very cheap. Remaining Energy, Expert, Cursed Doll, all incredibly cheap. Like, there's none of them above 10k. Grudge is below not 10k. That's cheap too. The Salvation sold for 800G. Must be an error. KBW back to like 5k. I've got to say here, like a lot of the legendary engravings at the moment are very cheap. Again, if you've got the money and you need some legendary engravings for a character, now is the time, because it is very, very cheap. Like, it's extraordinarily cheap at the moment. Like, I reckon these books are going to go back up to quite high prices within the next few months, okay, or weeks, or whatever comes first. Now, let's get to the pets and skin market, and since obviously there's no legendary pet or skins, we're going to go in here, and we're going to see how liquid it is at the moment. Now, we've had a few recent prices here as well, or average day price. It feels relatively illiquid at the moment, but then again, the Festival of Balls set has been seeing some sells. I gotta say, not to mention as well, I forgot to mention, like, look at the prices. I mean, the basic jeans, 280k, is even more expensive than a platinum set. And the platinum set's gone down in price, actually. I remember when this was like 300k and this was all 200k. It looks like not many people were buying, other than one person. Just from obviously the release of the game. Just look at their skins are very, very liquid at the moment. So you can see here, there's like barely any sold or anything like that. Like, how last week we got, like, at least 3/4 of page sold? Jeez, like, it's not even at 8th at all. Oh, dude, someone's selling it for 1.5k. Oh, no. And we're getting pages of just blanks. It's like no one just cares about the skins anymore. I feel like also as well, some people are accidentally selling skins for very, very low prices as well. It feels like the skin market is like, people trying to overprice it, but when... maybe the normal prices, saying 9k, stuff like that, are the ones that are actually selling for, basically. But you can see here that just, it's super, super liquid. Let's check the pet market. Pet market seems to be the same deal. Very liquid, other than the selection chest. As I said before, I have no idea why anyone is selling the things here more higher than these. Whoever they are still, or whoever's still doing this, don't sell it higher than the selection chest. You're going to get absolutely nowhere. Next up, we're going to go to the gem chests. There actually are gem chests that people do sell and buy. And you can see here that these ones are pretty cheap. I can say these are quite expensive. I'm a bit surprised that they're quite expensive, given the fact that you could probably get a much better value given that's 4 times and you're just hoping for a level 3 in these sometimes than you can in these ones. Just an FYI. Next up, we're going to go to the gem market. We're going to go beyond Deadeye because Deadeye obviously is not the only class. And we're going to go straight to Legendary and go straight to Tier 3. So with these gems, I'm going to say all gems probably stayed steady. 15k seems to be a good price at the moment. That's what it is. We should go to recent prices just in case they have sold for a bit less. Let's see if they have sold a bit less. 14.5k, so it's got below 15k a few times, not too many though. 14.5k is probably the lowest it's going to get. As I said before, it's where everyone's getting over that hill at the moment, where the demand for gems have gone down because not many people need them anymore. A lot of people got surplus from them from, you know, the boss rushes and stuff like that. Now looking at level 10 gems as well, seems like level 10 gems, well, 250k, it seems like they've taken a bit of a leap. And has the first damage gem sold before below 600k? No one hasn't. So it seems like the damage gems are just held still at 600k. And the cooldown gems, well, holding steady about 260k at the moment. So I guess say that the demand for relic gems is still in at the moment. Like, it's still in. There's not, you know, there's not really a attachment for a price. But with level 7 gems, I think everyone's got to, like, you know, level 8, level 9 gems. But with level 7 gems, there's not really much to it as per se. And that's pretty much what it is at the moment. Now, last but not least, we're going to go to accessories. Just an FYI, if it's not obvious enough, that all of this is bullshit. Most of this is gold trading, as you guys can see here. You might as well just basically zoom through to about, like, you know, 200k and then see what it is here. I mean, there's a few of them here. Energy overflow, that could be, you know, for that much, you never know. But it also could be gold traded, gold selling as well. As I always say, any of them with an exact figure is generally gold trading or gold selling, generally speaking. As you can see here, like, you know, 150k. I mean, you know, how many people would buy 150k? I mean, I guess this one could be pretty good for 150k. Maybe that's the case. But there's other ones like this, and just like, that's gold selling. You know, that's gold selling and stuff like that as well. Now, there's a few things here. Gold selling, no, actually, that would be worth it, actually, for 100k, because that's pretty decent. But you can see here, like, you know, there's some, as we go further and further into this, you can see more of the, hey, this is the good shit. Hey, this is the terrible shit. Hey, this is, like, you know, gold selling and stuff like that. And you can see a few things here, like, you know, 130k, 150k, stuff like that. That there are some, you know, things here, like adrenaline. Obviously, this is a gold seller. You can see here quickly, like, you know, which was a gold seller, which is actually legitimate. I mean, maybe it could be a bit cheaper as well, because I haven't seen a non-gold selling yet at the moment. Okay, there's 105k. Could be a gold selling as well, you never know. But I've got to say, you know, good accessories could be a lot cheaper than I, you know, indicate. It's alright. But I've got to say, it may look like a gold seller. I mean, it's the same bid over and over and over again. Maybe it's an indication of a gold seller. Or gold buyer. So we've got here. Yeah, I was going to say, maybe 100k, you know, for a decent ring could be the case as well. Looking at some of these. I mean, this one, for example, that's pretty decent for 100k. There's a few 99k as well. I gotta say, a lot of gold selling in here. I gotta say right now, you're seeing a lot more that are actually worth it, which are selling for like 90k at the moment, which I gotta say, accessory prices has gone down then. So 90k is fairly decent. We're gonna go into bracelets as well, just to give you a quick heads up on bracelets. Crit specialization still is the absolute goal here, and also, that's a... You sure people buy endurance? Not too sure about that one at all. But you can see here, a few of them are solid where they give stats, which is good to see. Swiftness crit, strength specialization. Yeah, you gotta say, when you get strength specialization or like the dex strength or int, is just like, oh crap, can only be used for one class. Oh, that's a good Deadeye bracelet actually. Unfortunately can't buy because obviously it's been sold. But anyways, let's take a look at the ability stones and then we can head off. Obviously a lot of gold selling, okay? A lot of gold selling. But obviously it goes down eventually to... Oh, no, that's even gold selling too. So, ability stones, I guess say for the good combat ones have gone up in price. I mean, I remember when they were below 1k. Now they're almost halfway to 2k. So, people still trying to get those good ability stones. And to be fair, it's to be expected. You know, good ability stone I think it's a 9/7 or something like that, or I've probably got it completely fucking wrong. But a 9/7 ability stone is incredibly fucking rare to hit. I think it's like a 0.2 chance, and you need a lot of gold to hit it. And that gives you, I think, 5x free and 1x free, or 2x, or 2, I don't know. I think it gives you 5x free and 2x, which is basically the ultimate build, basically. And yeah, that's going to be pretty much, as I look out here, that's pretty much going to be it for State of Connie on a Friday night. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll probably put this up tomorrow. And I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.